Hello, my name is Professor Nira Chamberlain, and I'm the president of the Mathematical Association. And welcome to the 15th edition of What is the Point of Mathematics? Today we have Tony Mann. And would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hi, well, yes, thank you, Nira. It's a great honour to be asked to do this. I teach mathematics at the University of Greenwich in southeast London. I trained originally in group theory, abstract algebra. I've also worked on the history of mathematics. Now I do a lot of outreach work. I've organised a couple of festivals of mathematics, and I think that's vital for the subject. I've recently published a couple of papers on barriers to inclusion, and I think diversity is really absolutely vital for the future of mathematics and the subject.
Okay, so in your opinion, what is the point of mathematics?
Right, well, this isn't my words, but it helps us not to be wrong, basically. It helps us to better understand the world we live in, and particularly to understand data. It's made huge contributions to our understanding of the way the universe works, from Newton's laws down to quantum theory. It's increasingly doing the same for life sciences, but it's particularly important for critical thinking and analysis. And with data science and statistics, it's really more and more important in the data-rich world we now live in. And so I think it's an important subject. On an individual level, I think it opens up opportunities. It provides the chances for mathematicians to have fulfilling and well-paid careers, and it's a great prospect. It opens up prospects for young people. I'm particularly proud, for example, of the work that our graduates are now doing. One person I taught is now received the MBE earlier this year for her mathematical modelling work in the COVID response. And many Greenwich mathematicians are now doing wonderful work in many very different areas of mathematics. So, I think it really does open up opportunities for individuals. For some people, it's an abstract subject. It's a beautiful abstract subject in itself and doesn't need applications. But and I used to be in that category, but now I think I value applications more than I used to. But I think it's much more than just an abstract theoretical subject. It really does help us understand the world and have better lives.
Okay, so what a couple of points that was say there is, for young people, it opens up opportunity. And you gave one example of one young person that it opens up the opportunity who got an MBE for what she did for COVID. Do you mind just expanding on that?
Well, this is somebody who works in the mathematical modeling of crowds, and she was looking at how behavior could pass on infections. I mean, her work mainly is dealing with crowds in stadia and public places in terms of public safety. But it turned out to be very important at short notice in COVID to understand how people interact, how infections get passed on. And I think that's what her mathematical modeling work involved there.
Okay, excellent, excellent. So mathematics helps you. What's the point of mathematics? Helps you in terms of critical thinking, and for young people, it opens up opportunity. Then we just give one example of one person who actually went all the way and through her doing mathematics got an MBE. Thank you very much indeed. Excellent, excellent point there. So my next question is this. Now, the British Prime Minister early this year, Rishi Sunak, he stated that mathematics should be made compulsory to everybody up to the age of 18. Do you agree with this, and why?
Right. I think this is very complicated. In an ideal world, I would certainly agree. It's the more math you know, the better equipped you are to cope with the modern world, to make critical judgments, to avoid scams, to understand what's going on. And the country needs lots of mathematicians because of the importance, in the ways I mentioned earlier. But there's a problem because we just don't have enough math teachers. It's a limited resource, and we have to make the best use of it. And it depends what you want to do with young people. What doesn't work is reinforcing failure. If somebody's failed GCSE repeatedly, you don't improve things by making them do it again. You're wasting resource, you're making them unhappy. What we need to do is to build confidence, inspire people, show the value of the subject. If we can do that, then yes, we want to teach maths to as many people as possible for as long as possible. But we have to use the very limited resource effectively. And obviously, we need more maths teachers, and that should be a priority. So my answer, should we teach maths to everybody up to the age 18 is, ideally yes, but qualified by the reality of the lack of teachers.
Mm-hmm. And you said a very important point there, which I just want to emphasize, is that what we want to do, and see if you're going to correct me if I'm wrong, you're talking about building confidence, inspiring, and showing the value in the subject. That is actually what's important. That we should get across to as many people as possible. Try to, let's say, build confidence, inspire, and show the value of the subject. Would I be right in saying that?
Absolutely, yes. I think that's the key, really. Too many people come out of school thinking mathematics is a boring subject they will never use again. And that, as you know perfectly well, is utter nonsense. But we have to change that perception.
Well, you've heard this straight from Dr. Tony Mann. A lot of people goes into school thinking that mathematics is boring, but guess what? That is absolute nonsense. And that's where we're going to end it, because that's a very good point to end it on. Well, thank you, Tony, for this interview. So this has been the 15th edition of What is the Point of Mathematics? My name is Professor Nira Chamberlain, and I'm the president of the Mathematical Association. Thank you very much indeed for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, and thank you, Nira.
I promise.